Hello gamers and welcome to another preview video for the upcoming raid on Drvar DLC for Steel Division 2. Still Unternehmen Rösselsprung. After introducing the division together with Flix, thanks a lot for that, we built a deck. And this is the deck we ended up with. I actually had to recreate it because I went back to the normal build of the game to play some matches and I didn't copy the deck code, so I rebuilt it and I think it's correct. So as expected, lots of very tough decisions because basically you've got too much good infantry and you've also got too many interesting planes that you can not fit in. So in the Recon tab, obviously we go for all the SPWs. They are really cool. This one stands a bit out because of the range and 65mm penetration. It's basically replacing this tank, which only has 35mm penetration. And this one is too slow anyway. And then we went for two SS Gebirgsfusilier units. Because they are beefy and they can fight on the distance. So they are basically not just for Recon. Other units like the very interesting Brandenburger Aufklärer, they couldn't really fight, and for that they are a bit too expensive. The same goes for the Fallschirmjäger Brandenburg Aufklärer compared to the SS Gebirgsfusiliers that come with 9 men and an LMG and an automatic rifle. And by the way, as you can see here, this is going to be a Vanguard deck. And here you can see the changes with the only 130 points in B phase for balance and only 115 points for Maverick in A phase. So maybe Vanguard will be more interesting now. And this deck or division leaning towards Vanguard. Here we went for the Domobrani over the Kadetten simply because of the LMG, the automatic rifle. And then we've got the SS Stoßjäger, only 8 guys, but they can dish some damage. They've got explosives and smoke. You could consider upvetting them, but you lose 2, so maybe not. The SS Fallschirmjäger are basically the slightly worse version of the Brandenburger. So that's the line infantry in A phase. This leader is the best, we decided, because of the sniper rifle and the AT rifle. Also 12 guys, so very survivable. We bring it in A phase. We couldn't fit in any of the other leaders because the Croatian legionnaires are just, I mean, they are really good because you get 3-6, so really nice, 20 points only. But this guy is more useful potentially, and it's just too hard to use this 4 points slot. We tried. If the division ever needs a buff, it might be worth considering, making the infantry tab a bit cheaper. If it ever needs a buff, it remains to be seen. In here we've got the SS Gebirgspioneers. I wasn't sure if we upvetted them or not. I now went for upvetting because it's 15 guys and you only lose 1. You could even consider double vetting them, but upvetting a bit is currently a little bit kind of like the meta or what you do, and then use your Gebirgsführer and then maybe the commander, and that's the flame CQC unit basically. So you've got like 2 CQC units, these two. And they can go CQC a little bit as well with their Geballte Ladung. In B phase, I want to try out the Brandenburger Flamer squad because of the 2 flamethrowers, basically. I think they could be pretty cool. And this is the line infantry. The Brandenburger, good unit. I mean, it's Vanguard, so you need to win the game in B phase the latest. You actually want to get the double take in A phase already, so you need good units for that as well. And then now there's a mass unit, 20 points only, 32 guys. It's got a very weird curve, 12, 24, well, 12, 24, 32. And that's the highest availability. You get LMG and anti-tank grenade and a huge number. Also elf guys, not too bad, so that's the reason. Here it was pretty obvious. There are two tanks with 70mm penetration. One is face locked, and that's sealed to the deal. And from playing against the AI a little bit, I actually think this tank is pretty cool. It's cute. In the support tab, you might wonder why we went for the Czech loadout and the SS Gebirgsjäger with the Czech weapon instead of the MG34, or rather the possibly best. There's also a new video by Attack Power Gaming on HMGs. One of these, preferably the SS one. We actually went for that one first, but you have to use the Drvar with 60 kilometers per hour, and that's just not good enough. So we went for the Czech one because they can come in the Kübel. Yeah, to give the division a little bit more AT capabilities, this has heat shells with 1.5 kilometer range, 75mm penetration, and obviously HE shells. We both actually like infantry guns, so we included that one. Then the leader, so that you get the commander, so you get most out of your infantry, and this very, very good 2 kilometer range LG 42 unvetted. You could consider upvetting it once at least, for the increased accuracy and lesser suppression. It's an option. But yeah, here it's a shame with the MG42s, but in the Drvar it's just too bad. And the Schwarzlose are worse than the SS. I mean, they are cheaper, but still. It still might be a viable tactic to go more for more cheaper units and like do the proper spam, but this is more like a quality spam kind of now. In the AT tab, yeah, you always basically want to have a Panzerschreck unit if you can. Single vetted, has to be single vetted. Pak 38, it's often, I like double vetting them, but not when I only have one card. And then this is the obvious choice, the Pak 40. The Semovente could have been an interesting option instead of the Pak 38. Yeah, but the Pak 38 is pretty good and you can hide it better. AA tab, Gebirgsflak, single vetted, and the flak feeling that will get buffed, or is buffed in this version already. It's doing a very good job, actually. I think yeah, that in the build I have, because it has the changed income, I think it also has the buffed flak feeling already, but I don't want to bet, but it feels really good. Artillery tab, the Gebirgs howitzer, the light howitzer is really good, so we put it in. A mortar, I love mortars, we both do. Really important to support your infantry when you push in a forest or in a town. Battery leader, because we couldn't fit in another leader. And then this very good artillery piece. We actually put the ammunition truck here, which is something you maybe don't always want to do because of yeah, because a unit should deserve getting the ammunition. But in this case, you will definitely need a little bit of ammunition, and this is for like mainly counter battery, but not only. So there is some RT war going on when you bring it out, and you definitely need something to give ammunition to your mortars, for example. And we just couldn't fit it in here. This very nice Kübel Mune truck. I mean, what do you want to delete, right? Tough choices here. Air tab, also lots of tough choices. There's this Racken Bomber I really want to try out. Against the AI, it was kind of decent. I'm not yet 100% sold. I might want to try out this cluster bomber. It's just so much cheaper. Yeah, so this I'm going to try out actually. Then you get this bomber. Nice loadout, really helpful in A phase for your push. You get something decent against tanks. And the best fighter has to be in the deck, obviously. And it has to come in A phase because you might need a fighter in A phase. Another option, for example, would be to use the Reckon fighter in A phase and move that one to B phase. So, but I like having like a Mimi Reckon bomber of some sort. Even though the availability is decent here as well, it's also 4. For this one, it's 6, even better. And then, obviously, the best bomber you get, very good resilience, and also 2 500 kilogram bombs. This can kill things. Looks pretty cool as well, the Donye. And that's the deck. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm very interested to learn how people play this division, and when it sees competitive play, if it sees competitive play, surely in a monthly tournament at least. So I think this could be a very interesting division for the upcoming matches, and you can build it many different ways. And in team games or 10v10, you might even want to go all out infantry and like balanced or V for victory or something, and bring more planes and more infantry, and you know, have someone else bring tanks. Yeah, so that's it for now, and stay tuned for more preview content. Also, we together with Flix again for the other division. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.